Well, look at this, would you? Christmas has well and truly arrived here at Cruise1st TV. The decorations are up, the mince pies are out. And we are ready to get your next cruise booked, because who doesn't like having a holiday to look forward to? I know I certainly do, and in this show we're bringing you the very best of our Caribbean cruise deals with MSC Cruises. Brilliant.
Now, we have got 3 cruise and stay packages on the way, including your chance to discover the wonders of the Caribbean with a fabulous city stay in New York for April. We'll then be heading to the Bahamas and Mexico for November, with an Orlando stay included, before we round off the show with some Caribbean sunshine for January in 2025. But before we start cruising, it is the season to exchange gifts. And Derek, I've got a little bit of a something for you.
Oh, do you know what? Actually, funnily enough, because I know I know my place in life, I've got a little something for you as well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful time, whatever you are doing.
Receiving gifts.
It's great, this, isn't it? Great being on the telly. You just get presents non-stop. This is fabulous.
Oh. Now, this is because you're going on a cruise with Derek next year.
Oh, I am.
To the Caribbean.
And I'm
so
going
I
to the
thought
Caribbean.
you would need to do some research before you go. So it's a guide to the Caribbean.
Thank
let's
you
get
very
this out.
much.
It's a mug that says Boss Lady. That's me. You know it.
I told you I knew my place.
You.
Absolutely. So there you are.
Put
That's
that
really
down
interesting. Do you know what? I'm going to have to put that down, because I'm going to be tempted to read it all the way through the show. Actually, I might refer to this as we go through this show, because we're going straight to the Caribbean, actually, on our first offer. Actually, if truth be told, I think we're going via New York, aren't we? It's called The Wonders of the Caribbean with New York Stay. The clues are all there. 2 weeks it is, the whole package, and it's the 5th of April. And yes, indeed, we fly straight to the Big Apple, and we've got 2 nights there in the city that never closes both eyes at the same time.
You need to get yourself to New York. I know you've popped your USA cherry, and this needs to be next on your list. It's amazing. Now, there's so many iconic things to do in New York. You've heard them, haven't you? Statue of Liberty, Empire State Building. But just being in New York in itself without actually doing anything is just like, wow. Seeing those yellow taxi cabs is just amazing. Going to Grand Central Station to get a train, going on the subway, seeing those walks up to the brownstone buildings in Brooklyn. It's just all in itself like, oh my gosh, am I actually here? Am I actually in New York? It's a fantastic place to go. And the shopping is to die for. So, a couple of nights there before you join Meraviglia for your 11-night full board cruise. Derek, you're so lucky last year on your last year's cruise with Derek.
Yeah,
you were on Meraviglia.
1 was on Meraviglia, so that Galleria is brilliant. And where it looks at the moment like various pieces of artwork, that's all electronic and digital, so they can change that to anything that they like. They have cruise promotions showing up. I'm showing the Galleria. Mr. P saying, "You all right?" I'm doing a demonstration of the Galleria with my arms at the moment. It's wonderful. Honestly, it's such a nice ship. Very, very smart. Very, very sophisticated. When I say sophisticated, yes, it is. It's great, relaxed fun as well, though. They've got the Sportsplex and the F1 simulator. We had a little go on that. Bowling, we didn't get quite to. Oh, I'm still in trouble, actually, for a game of bowls that hasn't yet happened.
Did you go on the Aqua Park?
No, I don't. No, I don't think.
Do some slides.
No,
That's where I would be. And that walkway as well. Now, tell me where you dined. What meals did you have?
Oh gosh, here, there, and absolutely everywhere. We went to Butcher's Cut, and I took some of our lovely viewers as well with us to the Butcher's Cut. To dine with Derek. So it's not just cruise with Derek, you can dine with Derek as well.
Watch him eat.
How exciting. Which was lovely. We went to Hola, which is the Mexican
Tex-Mex.
Yes, so you can get a bit of burritos and tacos and nachos and all sorts. The Sky Lounge that we just saw there is a very, very popular haven, because it's a lovely place to just go and escape. You get a good view over the ship, so you can see what's going on, but it feels like a sort of exclusive little sort of cocktail club going on.
And they have singers and performers kind of just pop up, don't they?
Yeah,
like,
they do.
Like a jazz singer while you're having a cocktail. Very exclusive.
It's lovely, yeah, but karaoke has to be done as well in the TV studio, which is very good, where we had a lovely time. So you'll be having a lovely time as well. We're cruising out of New York.
2 days at sea and arriving in the Dominican Republic, Puerto Plata. The Amber Museum is something that's worth heading to. It's what the Dominican Republic's known for, amber. You've got the museum where it gives an insight into the history, the mining and the use of this gorgeous gemstone. Next it's Puerto Rico, San Juan. Great forts there, El Morro and San Cristobal, both UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Great views of the city, and of course you've got beautiful beaches to enjoy as well while you're there as well. Lovely weather. Charlotte Amalie St Thomas next. Now you can go and see the historic downtown area of the capital city, or go to the Fort Christian Museum. There's duty-free shops while you're there as well, and admire the colourful colonial architecture. And again, this is hot and sunny. Head to those gorgeous beaches. Philipsburg, St Martin. Now, I would say visit Fort Amsterdam. It's like a historic fort that offers panoramic views of Philipsburg and the surrounding areas, but it's really, really peaceful, and you just feel like you're indulging in a little bit of history as well. St John's, Antigua and Barbuda next. Nelson's Dockyard, that's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a beautifully restored 18th century naval dockyard. You've got historic buildings, shops, restaurants as well. A real historic kind of glimpse into the history. A few days at sea, back to New York, and it's the flight home.
Do you want to know something I've just learnt from your little present?
Yes.
That the Dominican Republic is Spanish speaking. Did you know that?
I did, because I've actually been.
Oh! Oh, gosh. Well, listen, my friends at home, I'm not, listen, if you're going to spoil my game, honestly, at Christmas, honestly, I don't like that present anymore. No, I do. Did you know that, though? I had no idea, but there you go. You probably did if you've been to the Caribbean before. Anyway, right, let's get back to this offer then. I'm gonna keep trying through this show, find something you don't know. It's all in here, you know. The mighty Meraviglia in the Caribbean for April. Fly from the UK to the Big Apple. You've got 2 nights at a hotel there in New York. It's amused Mr. B though, he's most amused by this. 2 nights in a hotel in New York, 11 nights of cruising on Meraviglia around the Caribbean, including the Dominican where they speak Spanish. Some of us didn't know that, you know. Anyway, gratuities are included in the cruise, and so is the flight back from New York. The price tag on this one, have to say, hats off and Merry Christmas to our lovely Lisa, who puts all our MSC deals together with the team at MSC, and we go straight to the top table at MSC to do the deals, as you know. 1599 per person, it's brilliant. And if you want to upgrade to your premium extra drinks, it's half price still at the moment as well, so £29 per person per day, and you can make this premium extra all-inclusive, as well as your gratuities already being in there as well. And if you want to add extra nights in New York, go for your life. Oh, and if you want the easiest of decisions, upgrading to an ocean view, I mean, look at this, show them Mr. P if you will, look, £99 to go ocean view? I think we would, wouldn't we?
Oh, yes,
Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. You've got your yacht club price there as well, and that's a yacht club balcony as well, by the way. And you know, if you go up to the yacht club, you get your own, well, pretty much everything. You get your own pools, your own restaurants, your own butler, your own concierge. You get pretty much everything. And you get, obviously, your drinks package right the way through the ship, included if you go for a yacht club upgrade. You've got a solo price tag on that offer as well, by the way, 2449, which is pretty darn good, let me tell you, because you at least pay at least double the price, if not more usually, of course, when you're soloing. But not on this offer. Fantastic. Take advantage. 0800 953 4700. Right, okay, I'm gonna redeem myself in this offer. I am.
Some more facts. I mean, this is the lovely thing about the Caribbean. Each island has its own identity and its own history. And
well, some of them are in 2 halves, aren't they? Like, which is the one that's Dutch and French?
St Martin, St Kitts.
Right, let's go to the Bahamas and Mexico, because we're just being silly. It's almost like it's Christmas. This one has an Orlando stay in it as well, which is brilliant. We all love that. 12 nights all told. It's available on various dates from next month. You could be going like next month. When is next month? January. Oh my gosh. Right the way through. Yeah, it's Christmas, Derek. The clues are all there. Right the way through to December in 2025. Now, the itinerary might vary slightly, but let's show you now where we could be going to when you depart on the 6th of November next year. It's nice to get away in winter time. Always nice to like to get away for a bit of a winter getaway. I'm just talking now. Let's
Okay.
fly to the sunshine.
We'll do, yeah, we're going to fly to the sunshine state of Florida to enjoy an awesome 4-night hotel stay in Orlando, where they speak American. Did you know that?
Do they?
Now, Orlando, this is the place. I was to be English. Yeah, they speak English. I got that wrong.
Well,
Sorry.
1-1.
Now, when you think of Orlando, you think of Disney, don't you? You think of Universal Studios, and these are the things that have to be done. You've got 4 nights. You can go to Disney, you can go to Universal Studios, you can go to Legoland. Each of these parks have their own water parks as well, which are like something you've never seen before. We're having a look there. You've got SeaWorld as well. You can also head over to Kennedy Space Center, which is where you can go see the rockets. I went there earlier this year. It was amazing. You can meet a real-life astronaut, someone who's been to space. I got to do that. I was very excited.
Did you?
I did.
Can you remember his name?
Oh, here we are. There we go. I can't, but I did get my photo with him and his autograph.
Oh, did you?
And then when you're there, the shopping's great. They've got amazing designer outlet malls. Oh, there we are. Just saw Disney there. We saw the Star Wars bit. That's at Hollywood Studios, which is so much fun.
Nice.
You'll have the best time. That's 4 nights before joining MSC Seashore for your 7-night full board cruise. Oh, let's just take a look at her. She's absolutely beautiful. So lovely. Now, we both cruised with MSC earlier this year, didn't we? You
we did on Virtuoso.
Yeah, we did on Virtuoso. And MSC, again, it's just MSC are just so lovely now. It's so sleek, it's white, it's modern, it's clean. Lots of space, lots of open spaces.
Yeah, and of course this is seaside class, so this is all about sunshine cruising. So that's why you've got things like that lovely glass walkway there.
Terrifies me.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. But you've got lovely views of the ocean as well. If you've got the kids with you, they're going to love the aqua park.
Do you know what?
The
It's for
tubes.
adults as well. We always say that if you've got the kids with you. Water parks can be for adults as well.
Yeah, they're brilliant. And there are great things that you can do as a family unit as well. You just saw the 4D cinema there, virtual reality rafting. That's quite fun. You can do that with your family as well. Here's some of the speciality dining. Butcher's Cut. Honestly, you need to be in there. Get it booked as soon as you get onto the ship because it's a really hot ticket, and you can even dine outside there.
Oh, delicious. We've got the Ocean Cay restaurant as well. You'll just have a lovely time on board. And I think we've sort of misconceptions about cruising are that it's kind of there's loads of people and there isn't any space and you think, oh my gosh, but the thing is, these cruise ships are absolutely massive, which means that's not the case at all. And the bigger the cruise ship, it means the more they're offering. It means the more the restaurants, the more the entertainment, the more the different class of stateroom. So it's actually a really, really good thing, the bigger the cruise ship. And we're just seeing all the different restaurants. Derek mentioned a few, but then of course you've got the specialty dining restaurants, you've got the buffet restaurant as well.
Yeah, the marketplace,
and the
which is
main
brilliant.
dining. And we did main dining with MSC, and it was amazing. I felt like I was in a specialty dining restaurant, to be honest.
And it was lovely. The service was absolutely fantastic. And that's what makes, as well, a ship like this so grand, so beautiful, but such a wonderful and friendly team. Who you get to know as well.
Very professional. What I thought was wonderful when we were doing the main dining, there was a specific type of wine you wanted from one of the specialty dining restaurants because he's a diva, and it was no problem at all. They brought it to you, and it was like, wow. It felt like real VIP service. You are going to have the absolute best time on board. Now, you're going to be cruising out of Miami and arriving in Ocean Cay. Now, this is MSC's sort of private island in the Bahamas, and you're lucky enough to get an overnight on board in port. Look at that. Doesn't that just look spectacular? When you think of like this part of the world, that's what you envision, those beautiful beaches. Oh, look at the colour of that water as well. You can explore the marine life around it. The island's got amazing coral reefs as well. And of course, as we just saw, the iconic lighthouse as well, which is a great spot for panoramic views of the island and the surrounding areas. Look at all the underwater life. You've got to do a spot of snorkeling while you're there as well. Or perhaps just relax on the beach. After that, a day at sea and arriving in Mexico, Costa Maya. Go and explore the ancient Mayan ruins of Cojunulich or Cachaben, which are both really easy to get to, and just a great glimpse into the Mayan civilization and history. Next, it's Cozumel. Now, you can learn about the production of Mexico's famous spirit here and go to a tequila tasting. I think it has to be done, doesn't it? There's tours to tequila distilleries all over the island. You'll have a great time. One at a time, as Derek says. A day at sea, you'll arrive back at Port Canaveral, where you've got your flight home. What facts then have you found for me?
Do you know what? Nothing that you don't already know, actually. The thing is, our knowledge on this part of the world is so great. I haven't learnt anything new. Although Cozumel is Mexico's largest island, and it's 30 miles long and 10 miles wide at its widest point. There you go, you see. And you're going there. And actually, so am I, at the back end, about the same time, actually, as you. And I'll get onto that in just a moment. So this is next November, of course. I keep forgetting which year we're in, because we're not there yet, are we, into the new year? So it's the next time it's November. That's when you're going away on this one. You'll fly from the UK to Orlando. You've got 4 nights in a hotel there on International Drive, so you can do all the parks and all the fun and the shopping there. Then you've got your 7 nights on MSC Seashore, to an overnight on their Marine Reserve and the Mexican Riviera, with your gratuities included as well. You're joking me. Look at this. Oh my word, that's flights as well. And that's gratuities while you're on the cruise as well. I know, right? 1299. That just makes it so easy, doesn't it? Again, on this one, if you want to make it all-inclusive, cheers to that, one at a time responsibly, even at Christmas. Drinks package is just half price, £29 per person per day. Other dates on this as soon as January. You could be going, January, like a month's time, you could be going right now, right the way through, all the way through next year and right up into December in 2025. Now, the itineraries might vary by date, and of course the price varies by date as well. So if you want details on those, you can search from the ship in month on our search thing on the website, advanced search, and just look for the ship, which is MSC Seashore in this one, and just go through the months of the year, see what the deals are. But for this date, here's your upgrade prices. Again, we've got a £99 Ocean View upgrade on this one, which is really fantastic. Good to see. 4 nights in Orlando, which is very nice indeed. Yeah, I like this. There's a lot to love about this offer as well. And look at that. Solo 1899, pretty good. And let me tell you, you get onto one of the MSC ships as a solo, you don't feel like you're on your own for very long, because you'll meet people, and you'll get to know brand new friends on board. You'll see people over and over again, because people always think, oh, well, you know, if I do meet someone, just, you know, we get talking or whatever somewhere, will I ever see them again on these massive ships? And the thing is, you will, because you tend to go to the similar kind of areas quite often, so you will bump into those people again very soon as well. Right, 0800 953 4700 is our telephone number right now. And can I just say MSC 365 while I'm here, the Cruise with Derek 2, to the Caribbean. I'm just going to say go to the website, pop in MSC 365. All the details are there. I am glad to say that there are hundreds of people coming with us already. If you would like to add yourself to the list, one, I would love you very much. We're going to have a great time in the Caribbean. So I'm just going to say MSC 365. Go and have a look at the website as well. And now I've got my handy little book. Well, I'm just going to be like I'm going to keep this in my top pocket while I'm on the ship. So if any questions come up for anywhere we're going to on our MSC 365 cruise, I can answer them. Thanks to you, Polly.
You're very welcome. Now, our third and final feature deal is your chance to experience the Caribbean sunshine and a Miami stay for January 2025. Now, it's an 11-night package that begins with a flight out to Miami in Florida for a 3-night pre-cruise stay. I think one of the lovely things to do in Miami is head to Little Havana. It's this kind of Little Havana within Miami, and so that you've got all the amazing restaurants with all the delicious food. But what's the lovely part is like there's live music and dancing, and the vibe is just lovely. But I had some delicious food when I was there as well.
Did you?
Oh yes, Miami. I mean, I always say if you're going to Miami as well, you want to go to the Everglades. Fantastic to go and do those airboat rides, see the alligators, the crocodiles. You can get to hold them as well if you want
Can you?
to. Yeah, because baby
ones.
Apparently they're safe. I mean, I didn't trust it or do
they
that.
Just got their baby teeth.
But wow, when you see them, and because you're so close to the Keys as well, you can head down to Key Largo and swim with dolphins. Right after that, it's time to cruise 7 nights full board on MSC Seascape. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. Oh wow, that just looks spectacular, doesn't it? It looks like a Hollywood film set, just gorgeous.
Love it.
Now, the shopping on board with MSC is something we've not mentioned. It's amazing.
Oh gosh,
Great
massive
deals,
selection.
Great prices. Oh, Robotron, look at that. Now, when you see these things, if you've never cruised before, you're like, oh my goodness, how is that possible to put something like this on board a cruise ship? That's what they're doing.
Just a quick reminder as well, I know we're looking at MSC 398 at the moment, but MSC 365, same ship. Just saying. As you were.
Right, so we're going to not hear the end of this, are we? But
no.
As I was saying with MSC and like the fact that you've got Robotron on board, they're always fighting to do like the best, the newest, the most exclusive thing, which means that you're going to get the most amazing experience as a consumer, as a customer, because they're wanting to provide like the next and the best. So that's really great when it comes to entertainment. The restaurants on board, they're so beautiful. You step in and you think, oh my gosh, has this just opened yesterday? Because the styling is so modern, everything's so lovely. You've got all the upscale dining if you want to do, you know, all the speciality. You've obviously got the main dining, and as we said earlier, when I was main dining, I actually felt like I was in a speciality dining restaurant. And the buffet, which is obviously open 24 hours a day, is fantastic as well. Taking a look there at Butcher's Cut, which was one of our favourite. When we cruised with MSC, we also did the teppanyaki restaurant where they actually cook in front of you.
Oh, that was brilliant. It was so funny as well, because actually we were really, really lucky when we did it on Virtuosa. Mm-hmm. We were really lucky because it was the guy's first night of doing teppanyaki on, and he loved it.
They put on an absolute show for you. You get involved.
So
it's funny. Like the cooking process you're involved in. It's a lot of fun.
And we all now know that we are rubbish at catching food in our mouth, because I think we all missed, didn't we?
Oh, for sure.
Did anybody get it? I can't even remember now.
No.
Mr. P, you didn't, did you?
No,
I didn't. I think it went flying over my head, actually, I think. But this... you're going to love it.
And you are going to love it. The beautiful theatre for at night for those amazing productions. But there's entertainment and singing and dancing all the time in all the different bars. So let's have a look. Out of Miami, arriving in Jamaica. Now explore the Blue Hole, which is also known as Secret Falls. It's a natural limestone sinkhole surrounded by lush jungle. Doesn't that sound amazing? You can swim in those blue waters. Then you'll go to the Cayman Islands, to Georgetown. Here you can learn about sea turtles, the conservation efforts at the Cayman Turtle Centre. It's quite educational as well, but you get to interact with the turtles too. Oh, look at that. These beautiful crystal clear waters just look incredible, don't they? On to Mexico next, to Cozumel. Now you can go and explore one of the world's most famous dive sites, Planicar Reef. Now it's known for its stunning coral formations and all that incredible marine life as well. Snorkeling, scuba diving are a must if you want to give it a go. A day at sea, and then you're going to arrive in Ocean Key, which is MSC's marine reserve in the Bahamas. It's their private island, so it's your day to be a VIP and take it all in. Look at that. That is what it looks like. Those are the colours of the waters. Those that's the actual beach. It looks so pure. That sand, you can tell it's so powdery fine.
And as a cruise line, you know that MSC are all for ecology. I mean, they're moving as much carbon neutral as they can. This is their own marine reserve, so actually they've created, nurtured, and are rebuilding the natural wildlife and the corals and everything in this place. It really is incredible, the investment. So it's not necessarily one of those islands which is all about whizzy bang slides and this, that and the other. It's not one of those. It's more of it does have elements of that, but it's more about a place to sort of chill out, relax and appreciate, and have that exclusivity as well of the ship literally docking there at the island. I've got one, Mr. P, from this itinerary from Ocho Rios in Jamaica. Very, very quickly, I'm going to ask you, Polly, who do you think used to live at Goldeneye in Ocho Rios?
James Bond.
No, the writer of James Bond, though, Ian Fleming, used to live at a place called Goldeneye. There you go. You didn't know that, did you? Hey! Right, OK, so this is early 2025 for January. Yes, I know I'm cheating. It's in a book. Yeah, I get that. We fly to Miami. We've got a 3-night hotel stay there. Then we're on MSC Seascape for 7 nights of cruising the Caribbean with your gratuities included and the flight back to the UK. Price tag on this one is here for the start of 2025. So we're talking about just over a year away now, aren't we? 1,699 per person. Now you can to this add the premium extra drinks package as well, again at half price, so £29 per person per day. And there are other dates right the way through 2025, actually from January through to September. Let's have a look at the upgrades on this. Just as an aside as well, it's the same itinerary, so if you want to rewind and look back through the itinerary, it's the same itinerary we are going to be taking on the Seascape on the Cruise with Derek as well. In fact, actually, skip that. Go straight to the YouTube channel and just search Cruise the Caribbean with Derek and you'll find the video there for MSC 365. This is MSC 398, so the same cruise, but in January in 2025. And it's amazing. It's really, really lovely. Great that you can go up to Ocean View for just an extra £99 per person. Call us now if that is of interest to you on 0800 953 4700. Lovely. Right, before we finish the show, we've got more to show you. Oh yeah, with MSC, honestly, the bargains, it's like bubbles in a glass of champagne. They're like pop, 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 pop. They come from everywhere in every different direction. There's no bubbles in our champagne anymore. It's all gone flat. But let's do some no-fly quick picks from Southampton for next year. Right, first of all, MSC 399. Now that's 7 nights on the brand new MSC Euribia, and that's going from Southampton to Hamburg, Rotterdam, Bruges and Le Havre for Paris for the most ridiculous and redonkulous £369 per person. Can you just drink that in for a moment? 7 nights of cruising to and from Southampton for £369 per person. You couldn't do a week's coach trip on that, could you? And that's your accommodation, that's gratuities included on that as well. So that's MSC 399. We've got the one in the middle, which is MSC 393. That's 12 nights on MSC Virtuosa. Now on that one, you're going to the Canaries, Madeira and Portugal on the 22nd of April. And that starts from, hang on a minute. We've done 7 nights at 369. Now we're doing 12 nights at 849, and it's getting you to the Canaries and Portugal, Madeira. Oh my crikey, that is bonkers. I would grab that quickly while you can. Just to talk about the itinerary on that one, by the way, Vigo in Spain, Funchal in Madeira, Las Palmas, Tenerife, Lanzarote, Lisbon, and then back into Southampton. Lovely. And the third offer there, MSC 391, is no-fly Portugal, Canaries and the Med. That's 14 nights on Virtuosa. Again, no-fly to and from Southampton, going down to Portugal, Morocco, Madeira and the Canaries. What? £1,049 per person. Brilliant. That's brilliant for October. It's a nice time to get away as well. MSC 391. Want more details of those? Pop in the web references at cruise1st.tv or give us a call now on 0800 953 4700. And have I mentioned MSC 365? Because I'm going to have this with me. I'm taking it with me. And anything you need to know about the Caribbean will be in that little book.
I think, Mr. P, we need to make him like a lanyard where he can put it inside. I know you mentioned a pocket, but you could have it so it's waterproof at all times.
Yes, I want it logo though. Should we pull a cracker?
Let's pull a cracker. It's Christmas. Woo! Oh, your turn to win.
Do you know what? You've won most of these, haven't you? Yeah. Since on this filming day, you'll find that Polly wins most of the time. Oh, there's nothing in there.
Well, there is winning window.
Look, there's a piece of jewellery for you.
Oh,
how fantastic.
Gosh,
a brand new bracelet.
Today. Oh, delightful.
Are you ready for a joke?
Yes.
Make
me laugh.
What is a Christmas tree's favourite sweets?
Favourite sweets?
Favourite sweets?
Pine cone.
Oh, this is dreadful, this one. This is like a mic drop one. Ornaments.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh. Do you want some trivia as well?
Yeah.
How many gifts in total are given in the 12 Days of Christmas song?
Oh, I don't know.
364, would you believe?
I wouldn't have worked that out. That's a good bit of trivia, that.
This show's been great for knowledge, hasn't it? Have a lovely Christmas, everyone. We'll see you back here soon for more fabulous deals.
Bye-bye.
Love this.